to run through all the burns real quick. I'm going to start, I'm going to start with today, Angie Coleman. Angie Coleman, 1 start, 1 win with our boy Lincoln James. Well, she had Ivanka's got a 6th and a 5th. She looked sound. She looked decent also. But Lincoln James, being off 50 days, this thing's annoying me right now. These little ghoulish hooks they put in my arm are sticking in the cotton. It's driving me crazy. So Lincoln James was very good, 53-3 in the pouring rain and the mud. Looked good. Ivanka was okay. Olympic hopeful yesterday, 2:10 last half, 1-1. Looked really, really good training with Rosa and Versatile. A couple horses running there. She didn't. She was very good. Not an angel. Little injury to that left hind, I think. A couple of weeks in the pool, and I think we'll send her out with Angie, with Olympic hopeful to Angie. End of the month, so that's 4. Angie's going to have 4 out there. I'm going to be back in just a moment. We're going to talk about Jason Spurn, mostly Ohio, as 1 horse is leaving. There'll only be 1 horse left. So, Jason Spurn, Harry Spurn, Kevin Spurn will be back in just a minute. Back now with Jason's burn. Now, obviously, we all know what Jason has. Arvika is leaving. She is going. She jogged her last time today on Sunday. Amy jogged her for Teresa, and she is heading to Scott D. Domenico, is going to race in Yonkers on Thursday evening. Arvika will. So that leaves So Pine. He's going to race this week, I believe. We figured out what was wrong with him. His last start, obviously, he was really flat. I told everybody I was concerned with the medication that we used to dry him up leading up to his race, and what the negative effects were that on his liver count. They were high. And horses' liver counts jump. I know those of you who aren't in horse racing may not know. Those of you who are will know when that GGT count gets high. That liver count, when it gets high, the horses can't function, and his was far too high. So we can bring that down, keep that down. Shouldn't be a problem moving forward. So yes, So Pine off to a really crummy start for the most part, but he'll pick it up. There's no reason for him not to. This is a colt that made $98,000 last year, was our best Ohio colt last year, and no reason he can't regain that. Obviously, West 52nd looks tremendous. Yes, was a tiny bit flat, but driven a little conservative the other night. But all 3 of those colts look good. The only problem we had was See You in Tuscany. Had another tough start. We put him in the condition claimer on Tuesday, drew the outside, and is still picked to win. So I'm going to say he's in the right place for this start. So that's So Pine, going to make a start this week. West 52nd is going to make a start this week. Yes is going to make another start this week. And then 2 of them will be off to the Gin Blossom. So Pine will be relegated to the non-winners of 4 class that Yes was racing in. See You in Tuscany, picked to win Tuesday in the condition claimer. Arvika leaving for Scott D. Domenico's barn in New York. Del Crest, Star Angel, making her second start back. She'll be racing in London, City of London Trotting Series on Friday. Back in a minute, we're going to talk about Harry's barn and Kevin's barn, and then we'll be off to talk about all the babies. Talking about Harry's barn here, a few little changes in Harry's barn. Some babies on their way up and made their way up. Casanova's Jewel made a break qualifying the other day. He was just simply not sound. He was off a little bit left front, off a little bit left hind. I'm going to give this guy a few weeks off and let him cool down and see how he looks for the summer. Final answer, that right hind still bothering him just a touch. He trained again this week. He trained better, but was a little sore after. So we're going to take him up and drop him in the pool here in a week or so. Get some jogging on him for most of this week and then send him up and put him in the pool. Just a Tad's ready to start going again. He'll probably school this coming Friday. He had a dirty old foot separation. I'm guessing. I'm going to say left front. Might have been his right front. Left front, I believe, foot. We put a little window bar. So window bar is a shoe. Usually you have that foot separation on one side, the inside of the outside. That shoe will come around and then cut off that area that had the quarter crack and take the pressure off it. He's got a window bar on right now. We'll school him on Friday. Dance Hall Babe is going to qualify tomorrow morning at Mohawk. little bit of a break in her last. Now, I don't know whether we're going to put the hobbles on her or not tonight. I'm going to call James and talk to him this afternoon. If he wants the hobbles on, we'll put the hobbles on her. I'm apt to believe she's better without them, but can't have her running, so we need that fixed right away. Screaming Hawk has gone out to the field for a little bit. He's going to have some time off. Sunshine's Finest, obviously, we talked about him extensively this week. 2 or 3 videos about where he's at and where we'd like to see him soon. And then we have Sunshine Inn. She's going to be racing Wednesday in the City of London Pacing Series for fillies and mares. The Butler Did It was sold this week, $9,000. Fair price for him, all things considered. A little frustrating, but it is what it is. Warwi Ultra made a little break last night. Again, I talked about that at the start of the video. My fault. We opted to let her hobbles out a little bit, and she made a break. We're going to go through the babies, but we'll run through Harry's babies really quick on the bottom here. Capistrano, Giddy Up Delight, Utopian, and Trafalgar, all trained at the farm. No, Utopian went to Mohawk. Trafalgar. Utopian went to Mohawk, won a mile 2.6, but his right front looked like it was bothering him. Likely that knee. Going to get that looked at this week. The other 3 all trained at the farm. Capistrano, Giddy Up Max. I keep saying Delight. Giddy Up Max and Trafalgar all trained at the farm this week and all trained well by all accounts. We'll be back in a minute with Kevin's barn. We'll get you through that barn, and then we'll run through all the babies, what took place yesterday in Ontario.